And there we go again. I just interrupt the intro video because we want to go directly into the draft, and also want to say sorry again for the overlay. As I said, it's deep in the night. It's absolutely newbie mistake. Should never happen, especially if you have like dozens of screens next to you telling you plus laptop running second machine, all the equipment, but no equipment is worth a dime if you're pretty much sleeping already. But it doesn't matter. The game is just too good to not be casted, and that's why I decided to stay up that long. Either way, I fixed it after like, yeah, pretty much 3 minutes or so. So just the first couple minutes were pretty much wasted for you guys. Either way, my name is Heflatv. Yeah, you can hate me. I'm the guy who fucked it up, and the guy who has nothing to do with it is called Crosby. He's today here with me. He's the JD admin also hosting this game, and he was like, "Yeah, of course, I can cast with user, not alone." And either way, top 5 didn't look too strong last game. Revenge looked very solid. I mean, in the start everything started fine. It was very equal, but like this took a really sudden turn in the mid game, and then yeah. They didn't even have to touch high ground. Top 5 was like, no, guys, there's no way. And to be honest, sometimes it's better to not play a demoralizing game than just keep on playing it and then go with a bad mood into the second game. Sometimes it's just better to GG fast out, go for a new game with a better performance, with a better start, maybe even a different draft. So let's see if they go for that different draft. Let's see what we have, Crosby.
I'm here. We have the Marana picked first. There's no surprise there. I think the second or third most picked hero and banned hero in the game, so no surprise there.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, the bans, different than last game, except for the Lycan part. This time we have a Daza, Batrider, Ancient Apparition. Well, Ancient Apparition, the Ice Blasts, to be honest, I think a bit underused last game. Like, he dinged 6, and we saw it already. I was actually expecting the second he goes level 6 and they were pushing tier 1, that we see like a long-range Ice Blast with a huge field of impact coming out, but he decided to go in, and in the end he even died before the Ice Blast came out. We only had a couple of shatters, pretty much, we've seen, and like he was also pretty far away from his Aghanim Scepter. I think by the time they GG'd, he still had like 2 items to go for, so approximately, I don't know, 2,000 gold, maybe a bit less. So, and he just dinged level 11s. I don't know, Ancient Apparition, usually a hero of great impact if properly played in the Ice Blast setting, but this time, well, it didn't work. But we saw Mirana in the last game being banned out, and this time the Mirana has been picked. The first pick it was for Revenge, and top 5 decided, okay, you pick Mirana, and you probably want to go for the Shadow Demon because they synergize so well, and that's why they're just picking themselves. And the Brewmaster, he was banned out last game, and also now the first pick for top 5. So we see, last time with the bans, they were actually on spot, because everything they banned out last game has been pretty much picked up now as the first picks.
Yeah, and we see the Disruptor picked for Revenge, and I like that pick a lot. They utilized it very well with all that initiation they had in the last game.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, the last game, this Disruptor, like, amazing farm. I have no idea how he got that farm, because it was like 1 minute I looked at him and he just had like his point booster and a couple of gold, but like, I don't know, after these 2 team fights he had such a gold influx there, and suddenly he stood there with with the Aghanim Scepter, which is, yeah, I don't know, this Aesthetic Storm on spot on multiple heroes, then caught by the kinetic field, as well as like held in place with the Overgrowth. That's already horrible as such. And then top 5 started to build BKBs, which they pretty much never finished. And yeah, but even if they have finished the BKBs, like if you get caught in that Static Storm, you can't use any item, and therefore, yeah, that Disruptor was actually impressive. And yeah, looking back on this play, I absolutely see the reason why Disruptor is also being picked here in this game. If it works out just as well, then yep, they have a good stand here with this support pick. But the third ban, or rather the second ban rotation is coming out. Morphling it is. That's definitely interesting. So Revenge is already banning out core heroes, and on the other side we have Tidehunter being banned. Well, Tidehunter now in the TI games actually got utilized quite often, especially since Tidehunter with the Anchor Smash buff in 6.81, we see him now even played as a solo offlane, sometimes as a support on a tri lane, and at a certain point, like alone, a Stout Shield, the 1 point in Kraken Shield, and the Anchor Smash is enough to farm the Ancients. And like this is where like this inconsistency of Dota 2 when it comes to debuffs and everything is always becoming handy, because like farming the Ancients and they get the minus 60 damage debuff, that is just amazing. And seeing a Titan standing in a quadruple Ancient stacks and just slowly farming it away, really the only danger with it is that you get caught and killed, but that's it pretty much. So he's a tanky beast when he's farmed, and double Ravage, as we saw it in some TI games, when the refresher comes early and the BKBs are not fast enough or even short in duration because there was a lot of fighting before, then it's getting really evil. But the second bans in the second rotation coming out, it is Invoker. Well, I guess about time that he's getting banned out. And the Ember. Ember, well, a hero that gets more and more in the background. Like in 6.8, so popular, but now, I don't know, like Brewmaster, for example, Mirana, like they're all so much popular at the moment. Like I've barely seen a decent Ember game in the last weeks. Like there were a couple, but not much. But new picks are coming out.
Yeah, we do see the Weaver coming out for top 5, and I sort of do like that pick. However, he's probably definitely going to have to get a Lincoln Sphere because of the glimpse. That will definitely be a pain.
Yep. I think that's an absolutely essential item for him. I mean, he's looking at Klims, he's looking at Fateball, Telekinesis, maybe now even Klinks, now that we see the Klinks with the Orchid. So starting with the Orchid would be for the Klinks another option. So this Lincolns on the Weaver will be absolutely essential. Well, the Sand King also came out, so we have actually a nice setup already. We often see it like later in game that Shadow Demon, Sand King combination, even in a roaming combination, rotating into mid, etc., works out quite nicely because you have Disruption Soul Catcher into a Burrow Strike, and usually the low-level Burrow Strike, the biggest problem with it is that it has low range. And the low range makes it always impossible, because if the enemy sees you, he's just running away, and you need like level 2 or level 3 Burrow Strike to get close to it. But if you have, of course, a Disruption, which is a range ability, then yeah, you have an easy setup, plus you even have that damage multiplier on top of it, which makes it easy, and then they just need the right clicks, etc., to get a kill. Also, Sand King, one of the most picked supports at the moment because he's so easy to farm up. Like, whenever the lane is going well, all he has to do is go in the jungle, here and there casually stack something, and as soon as you have a level 2 Sandstorm, you can just farm away, get that Blink Dagger, then mostly the first Epicenter Blink combination is always a surprise party, and the enemy, well, he's not very amused.
Yeah. Who do you think is going to be? Do you think that's going to be an offlane Mirana? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, now with the Night Stalker, I mean, we've seen Klinks offlane as well, so the Mirana, Disruptor, Rubik would be up for a tri-lane Night Stalker and the mid Klinks offlane. That would be just as possible as vice versa. The problem with the Klinks in the offlane is that there is a very, very high gank potential against him. So the Mirana with a leap would be better, I think. But let's see what Revenge is gonna decide. Fact is, yeah, we have a Night Stalker in mid. I'm pretty sure about that one. Or Mirana mid and Night Stalker.
I think it'll be Mirana mid since Smash picked it.
Yep, that's what I was thinking about. Like, they have those three options pretty much. Like, all of those heroes, they actually synergize quite well, or you can actually like rotate very nicely with them. So let's see how the final decision is. I mean, some teams they don't go by player. I mean, if you look, for example, at Power Rangers, for example, like usually you see Scannon in like 9 out of 10 games, but sometimes they have a certain draft where they go and swap around. But either way, what we didn't mention yet, of course, we have this funny guy here with the BTS set, yeah, Beyond the Summit set here on Savvy 7 here at the moment. So Clockwork was the last pick for top 5, and there a fast introduction for all those people who just tuned in. We have Patzel here playing the Weaver. In the mid we're gonna have Fly, of course, on the Brewmaster. Like already mentioned, was the Clockwork, and yeah, whatever was wait, Legendary is missing, and who else was missing from the setup? Legendary is on the Sand King, and whatever was,
I think Sevi is just, I don't even know. He's a stand-in, so.
Yeah, like I'm really confused with the names when they don't have original names plus stand-in, but this should be Legendary. Yeah. Either way, let's introduce fast Revenge. They don't go for anything aggressive here, so we got all the time in the world.
Yeah, for Revenge, we have on the Rubik, that is Mystico. In the mid lane, we have Smash on the Night Stalker. Disruptor will be played by Masoku. I got confirmation that 759 is Mihawk, and Clinks is Ewo.
Okay, now that we solved this mystery. It's always horrible. Like for casters, like if you are not sure who's standing, then the original names, and then if they swap the setup or not playing their usual or their signature heroes, then it's always hard. Especially since I'm usually not casting South or North American scene just because of the time zone difference. So, but in this way we got through all of it, and now let's see the laning. The Clinks, as we already said, he's ending up on the off lane, in the safe lane here, and the Clockwork, well, he can't do really much. I mean, if he gets the Clinks in the cogs, plus of course the Assault, then it gets actually interesting and also very close for the Clinks. Then again, we have the Climps, so the Climps should, bring him out. And actually, now we have that case, but oh my god, look at it! There is the first Climps already, and this is already the first blood. Yeah, this is absolutely enough. So this is what I was talking about. The cogs actually helping the enemy more than yourself. Because ending up with the Clinks inside, not having the Assault, doesn't stun him. He just fires away with his zeroing arrows. And this Climps, this ability, like some teams still don't go for as much Disruptor as they sometimes should, because it's such a strong hero. But look, we have another rotation in, but oh my god, this might turn around, but the arrow is off target, and therefore everybody's just getting safely away here.
Yeah, and I think Masoku on the Disruptor could probably go bottom. I think Clinks can easily handle against the Clockwork since he's a melee.
Yep, but then again his presence is zoning out the Clockwork, because he knows as long as the Disruptor is there, like he can't go close. Like we just saw the perfect example of what's happening. The cogs are up, like some hits inside the cogs, they're both ranged, so they can easily shoot inside the cogs, and then the Climps back and you pretty much land where you just started, and that, I don't know, that guarantees each and every hero like what, 6 right clicks, and that is more than enough to bring a Clockwork down.
Yeah, that's very true.
And now here in the mid, let's compare the mid. I mean, the Night Stalker at the moment is at 8-1, and yeah, both of them of course bottle crowing, both of them already achieved their bottle, and yeah, the Brewmaster so far a bit ahead in CS, but then yeah, he had to go back. I don't know, the problem with the Night Stalker is he has to chew through a lot of regeneration, plus like the harass right clicks, yeah, you already saw it there, miss, like it's just hilarious. Like the misses against the Pandaren, it's just pain in the ass actually. And as soon as then Drunken Haste is coming out, like against Weaver, against not against Weaver, against Mirana, against Night Stalker, like it's gonna be really painful. Like in the end, if this game really goes late, you're forced into a MKB, because otherwise you won't get a hit through the Pandaren.
Yeah, that ability can be very annoying, but we'll have to see.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, Weaver at the moment is doing quite well. He's the second in the CS at the moment with 16-5, but I mean, the Mirana is at least trying to do something. She's getting all the levels while like the Rubik is staying here in the background. He's not even level 2. He's just there just in case they go for the Mirana with the telekinesis to save the day. Now we see a rotation in mid, but I think that was a bit too early. But he's so slow. The problem is there are no boots on the supports. Actually, Sand King has one, and now there's some nice body blocking coming on. There is, but only level 1 Burrow Strike. Now, when does he get in range? That's the question. But now he's so... Oh god, the courier as well, just getting a random right click here.
I don't know where the rotations were from Revenge. They were following... Sand King and Shadow Demon were following Night Stalker for... That was a solid like 25 seconds. I feel like someone should have done something.
And now actually it's the first nighttime, and now he's chasing, he's silencing actually the Sand King, and now trying to go for the haste rune, but oh my god, the haste rune goes to the Sand King, and there's the stun, as well as of course the thunderclap. Now he's slowed, and the soul catcher on top of him. That means the right clicks, they will be enough regardless of how much damage he does on the Sand King. And now the arrow actually connecting on the Panda, but the Sandstorm just helping him. The Rubik, oh my god, there is mana now soon. Now one more bottle tick and he has the thunderclap, and that should be enough. But yeah, the Shadow Poison as such was already enough to show Shadow Demon also getting a nice bonus gold there. In the end, it's 2 kills for top 5. That's a bit too greedy, what Revenge did there. So in the end, top 5, yep, nice for them, especially because the experience goes mostly here to the Brewmaster, and a fast level 6 on the Brewmaster. This makes him so dangerous.
Yeah, it really does. That was a very aggressive play by Smash on the Night Stalker. He really wanted that rune.
Yep, he really wanted that rune, but in the end that was a really bad idea in my opinion. But I mean, he's back. He's not too far behind in XP as he, I don't know, the worst case scenarios he would be. I mean, he's level 5 and the Brewmaster's level 6. Now he nicely dodged actually that Thunderclap, but still, like, that level advantage that will be bad, especially if the bottle is now coming back. Theoretically, he can use the ultimate right now, even on the Night Stalker. As soon as the night is ending, for example, he's absolutely vulnerable to it, so he's maybe even forced into using his ultimate and yet still dying because, yeah, Sand King there. He now actually, yep, that's exactly what I said in the draft. He's picking up the level 2 Sandstorm before the Burrow Strike, so he's not interested too much into roaming. He's just interested in getting pretty much his farm up with the Sandstorm Mirana. They just passed by here, like none of them could do anything. There would not have been any follow-up. So in the end, there is an invisibility rune, but it all gets spotted out. Like, all of them saw that, so they know exactly Night Stalker will be invisible pretty much soon.
Yeah, and it looks like they will be coming in on the mid lane on Brew.
Yep, absolutely. And well, let's see. Brewmaster, like, the biggest problem against Brewmaster is like in common, like when you have a Brewmaster, then silence is what you fear the most, because usually you can fight for a bit, you can get your Thunderclap off, like maybe even a Drunken Haze, and once you get low, let's say 50% HP, then you get your ultimate off, and then you're for a long time into fight, and you can even use then your Earth Pandaren or Pruling rather to escape. The problem is really like against Pucks or Night Stalkers, if you get silenced and then focus down before you get your ultimate, then the whole purpose of a Brewmaster is down, and yeah, this is the dangerous thing. But now, even more interesting, we see a rotation here behind the tower. Clockwork is the one, but the arrow, again, absolutely off target, and the kinetic field, plus of course the glimpse, is keeping him there, so the right click should definitely be enough. There will be one rotation, but in the end, oh my god, he finds himself getting so much damage now from the searing arrows. So this was one of those TPs I just don't understand, because he was TPing into 4 there, and I don't know what he expected. Like, getting out there was pretty much impossible.
Yeah, he was dead. He was dead no matter what.
Yep. This is the times where you ask yourself, why didn't he interrupt the TP? I don't know. I didn't see another TP, so it was not like they wanted to rotate with 2 or 3 in there. He was really, literally just going alone into that fight. So, in the end, well, they get 3 kills, but, I mean, Revenge securing themselves now a tower on top of it, and this is really looking better now. Is there a silence actually coming out? No, the silence is not coming out in time. The Static Storm a bit too late, as well as the silence of the Night Stalker. Also, it's daytime at the moment. He did not pick up his ultimate, so the Brewlings at the moment chasing, doing quite some damage, but in the end, yeah, it's just there for harass. They will farm up the Brewlings, but yeah, there we have it. The Earth one was already back at a tier 1 tower, so in the end, he selfed himself there with a very, very fast ultimate.
Yeah. How do you feel about the Midas pickup and the Blink Dagger on Clinks? Wow, I was not expecting that.
So the Blinks, no, the Clinks becomes the Blinks. We saw that build actually in TI3, and well, I like it. I like it as well as the Sniper Blink stuff, but then again, oh my god, there we already see it. Oh, the cogs are coming out, and he has no mana for the searing arrows, and once the searing arrows are gone, but there, we see the Blink Dagger the first time used, and now with the Assault, oh, he's actually getting that hit off. Well, if he gets out of the range of the tower, he can use the salve. One more hit, the range creep, they use the Moonlight Shadow, so now he can salve up. He was not hit by that Shadow Poison, but look at his HP, is so low, and now that the creep wave came with the Blink Dagger out, easy going. So we were just talking about how useful is the Blink Dagger on a Blinks. It's very useful. He just got a kill with it, and he just got out of it. Like, besides, of course, the Moonlight Shadow assistance there, but yeah, it makes things a lot easier.
It really does. I mean, I never pick it up when I play, but in competitive, I can definitely see why.
And I think, yeah, they just pretty much... That Weaver, yeah, he has the time-lapse, but in the time-lapse he is ending up in the Static Storm again, and the Shadow Demon coming in, well, the Disruption Soul Catcher actually landing on the Disruptor, so in the end the Weaver will do some damage, but the Rubik already, like, he was here, he TP'd out, he won't find it, he just found an arrow, and now, actually with the harass damage here of the Thunderstrike, this might be enough. Oh my god, no, it's not enough. He's ending up with really, really low HP. Oh my god, the hook shot also off target. I don't know, like this Mirana, how many Mirana arrows actually hit? I think we have an accuracy of about 40%. Also, I don't know, oh my god, we have a Blink Burst Strike here on the Disruptor as well as the Sandstorm, but he's gonna pay, so in the end this is gonna be a 1-1 trade. There is some Rocket Flare harass coming out, but of course, without the hook shot, you have no follow-up whatsoever. But what I wanted to say, and to finish the thought, like, it's really strange that they don't use the combination. I mean, there is Rubik and Mirana waiting. There is a Sentry Ward in the mid, so why isn't there the Telekinesis coming out and then there 100% arrow into the Weaver's face? Instead we had the arrow fishing totally off target, and afterwards the Telekinesis is coming out. I just didn't understand the order of the spells, pretty much.
I don't know.
Oh look, there's the first epicenter, and this Night Stalker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so dead.
There might have been a communication error with the Mirana and the Rubik.
Yeah, I guess it must have been, because I mean, you synergize very well with that hero, and yeah, you're there for a reason with the Rubik. So going for the arrow, I guess he expected the Weaver to go top, and I mean the Weaver in the Chakuchi really fast, he was just able to really dodge fast. But either way, at the moment it's 4-5, we're at the 12-minute mark, shifting to net worth and also showing you this time an early craft. Look at the XP, it's absolutely equal, and when it comes to gold, well, Revenge with the tier 1 tower down, just losing their mid, it should be equal, but yeah, they still secure them approximately 1,000, 1,500 gold lead at the moment, but this can shift anytime with a, of course, good or bad fight. Now we see the Mirana, actually, I think all of them wanted to go for that rune, but in the end it is, yeah, it is a regeneration rune going to the Shadow Demon, but unfortunately he has no bottle whatsoever. But instead we see Moonlight Shadow coming out, and now a Rubik Disruptor followed up by the Mirana. They want to go for something, and there, well, they find the Weaver. Oh yeah, there's Telekinesis as well as Static Storm, and yeah, he's gonna end up, but an awesome hookshot, getting 2 here. Oh my god, and the Sandstorm doing slowly but steadily absolute damage. And now the Mirana already used the leap, and the question is, yeah, there is enough mana. But, oh my god, the kill on the Weaver is coming out by the Night Stalker, and yeah, now the Night Stalker is in trouble though. There will be the Cyclone first, and now the toss is there, but he gets a second kill. That's amazing, but there is now the Burrow Strike ready, as well as, of course, Sandstorm dealing out some damage. He's still alive, but it's too bad. He had 1 second cooldown on his magic wand here. But still, he would not have gotten out there, I think. So in the end, I thought actually he dies right away, but that he got 2 kills there, that was in the end worth it, at least for him personally.
Yeah, it was. Smash, he was 0 and 2. He got 2 kills there, so I mean, that helps him out a bit, and I just think they need to keep up the aggression. Night Stalker's one of those heroes, you know.
Oh, and another nice glimpse on the Clockwork, and yeah, he ends up pretty much being hit by the arrow directly inside his cogs. The Panda already came in, the Thunderclap was really nice, so the Rubik is actually going down before the Clockwork, but now the Panda, I think he can actually fight that. 2 seconds till the next Thunderclap, but yeah, with Night Stalker actually rotating in there, there's the next Thunderclap as well as a Kinetic Field, and oh my god, Panda, you're so down, but at least they baited that really nicely. So the Sand King is getting the return kill with the epicenter. The problem is now he ends up alone and not enough mana somewhere behind the tower. Blink Dagger would be ready, but oh my god, he gets caught out. So now silenced as well. Not that he has the mana, and now it's just a matter of 1-2 right clicks this time. Oh my god, with Magic Wand he actually gets the Burst Strike out, and there's the instant nice one. Like this rotation here, that was just amazing. Glimpsed back to the base, and in the end the Night Stalker here behind the lines, behind the tower, is getting the kills. This is absolutely amazing. So, oh well, who was actually the one who TP'd in there? Who just TP'd in there? Was it a Weaver? I didn't see it. Oh, but they go even for more. Now the problem is he has no vision, so the Sand King actually helping himself, but the arrow connecting on
Wow.
the Sand King. So Sand King is going down, but the Clockwork is fighting, but has no... My god. Oh my god, he's trying to find something, but the negative urn charge, 90... No, it's not enough. He survives with 70 HP. Panda's already in. The Mirana without leap, and now they're gonna follow up here on that Panda. The ultimate still 10 seconds after... Oh my god, the arrow nicely dodged, and now the Panda can actually turn around. Where is it? Come on. Blink Dagger in and Thunderclap. That's actually what he's missing in there. You see the Thunderclap. This Rubik, no, he has Chikuchi, and with Chikuchi he's super fast away, and now the Klings under Sentry Ward as well as Dust. Oh well, I mean, oh no, it's actually his own there. Yeah, it's the combination of Dire, but he was dusted up. But nevertheless, they all get away. So this Chikuchi steal, I actually thought this Rubik is so dead.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing going back in though. He has no health.
Yep. But now we
Yes.
actually see, I mean, look, he's so confident in his health. He has no regen whatsoever. He's on 180 HP. Like, if that Brewmaster just gets a Blink Dagger Initiation Thunderclap, that's pretty much enough damage already. And now, oh, this arrow is connecting here on the Weaver, now silenced up as well as, of course, getting damage. Defensive Disruption coming out to save him. And the Panda using his ultimate at the same time, now merely to push the tower. I mean, of course, why not? Cyclone on the Mirana, but look, from behind, oh my god, and they get the opening on the Weaver who was already low HP. But the Disruptor, he's not going for right clicks, he's just instantly TPing out. Oh my god, the Panda was trying to find the Rubik, but Rubik, you're really playing on the edge. So in the end, the Shadow Demon also now on the run, the arrow 5 seconds. So everybody's choosing just to go back, but the Night Stalker, no, he wants more. And Defensive Disruption buying some time. If he stays around, maybe he gets a kill. With the negative urn charge. Oh, that arrow. Another long arrow on the Panda. Panda. Now he's going down. No ultimate to save him. No disruption because that was already used on the Shadow Demon himself. And now the Shadow Demon. Oh my god. He's hiding. But yeah. Night Stalker. He has all the senses there. I think, yeah, we had one more kill as well. The Sand King got a kill on the Klings in the mid while all this action was going on. These dives and these nice arrows. Definitely more interesting to show.
Yeah, of course. Night Stalker's one of the best heroes for diving since he has the Hunter and the Knight, so.
Yep, absolutely. And well, we talked about the Lincoln Sphere and the Weaver. I mean, so far he picked up the ultimate orb, just Ring of Health, but like the gold he has on top of it, it's not too much. He's still, yeah, quite a while. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's not coming out as fast as it maybe should. At least the Perseverance should be ready by now and working on the recipe, but I don't know. We don't see any attempt of top 5 now to go for another gank whatsoever. I think this is smelling like, yeah, 18-minute mark, going for a tier 1 tower. And the question is, what is Revenge doing? Do they maybe go into mid, trade a tier 1 for a tier 2? That would be not too bad of a trade. Or do they rotate in with some Rainbow TP, pretty much everybody coming top and then doing it? So far, well, it's not looking like it. Rubik has no TP, but he's close to the side shop. He could buy a TP being faster. Well, Klings would not be there fast enough. So at the moment, doesn't look like it. Mirana is the one who's rotating in. Oh my god, and yeah, she's absolutely in trouble. There was the strike and everything, and she's getting away at least for the moment. And now the right click should do it, but she dealt still quite a lot of damage for the fact that she was pretty much surrounded by 4. So in the end, the tier 1 goes down, plus a bonus kill on the Mirana. Revenge did not expect like 5 people being surrounded there. And the Rubik now also alone. This is just as dangerous as what the Mirana did now. Blink Dagger on 2 targets that can either stun or slow you. You just don't want to be there. Like, I mean, Revenge, they decided to go for Roshan in the meantime, but look at this. Tier 2 tower taking heavy damage. The cliff is now coming out, and still, the Night Stalker has to go back to base. He's super low. Then we have the Disruptor with a TP going bottom. The Klings, no TP whatsoever. This tier 2 tower, no. Wow, there's too many T's in tier 2 tower. But either way, they got it. And now it's about, do they get some follow-up? Oh my god, there was a dust used, and the Night Stalker's just finding himself directly in free. He's dying, the freshly acquired Aegis is down, and the Epicenter, oh my god, as well as the Cogs. Jesus, he even dodged an arrow with the Burrow Strike. So in the end, just the Klings actually making up for it. He's killing the at least one, but he will go down. So 2 down at the moment, and the Rubik, yeah, he will definitely follow. He's surrounded by so much damage. The second dust coming out. Even without the dust, they could have pushed him there with the cogs. So the only good thing is Disruptor is finding some farm, but I don't know. Like dying with Mirana and now with the other 2 cores plus the Rubik, not really worth it. And maybe we are even looking at the Disruptor. But yeah, he wanted to glimpse. He wanted to glimpse that SK, but SK was really smart. Absolutely beautifully done. Instant sandstorm, therefore not visible. So in the end, another kill. Complete team wipe if you count it together.
Yeah, that was nice, and that's Weaver's Licking Sphere now.
Yep, absolutely. And well, 16-16, it looks equal, and we have to compare the graphs again. It's 10 minutes, yep, since I showed it the first time, and we have 2,500 still advantage for Revenge. But if this gets updated, I think we're close to a flatline here again. They were already above the 5,000 mark, and when it came to gold, pretty much the same. They started here with an advantage of 7,500, but with 2 towers and a team wipe against them, they pretty much lost, yeah, almost 5k there. And let's see if top 5 can make it, yeah, even more. That's the question. I mean, at this point last game we already had Revenge like spiraling, snowballing into something that eventually led to a fast GG then 10 minutes later. Now we have top 5 suddenly finding the kills and the better fights, and now they just have to follow up on that. But with the Blink Dagger here on the Disruptor, also very interesting build. What do we see here? Like, first of all, we have Rocket Flare stolen, but oh, he's fishing. Oh, and he's hitting on the Rubik, as well as, of course, the Burrow Strike, and he's getting pushed out by the cogs. There is a kinetic field, but the Mirana is getting the Demonic Purge, has leap, level 2, and the Static Storm without kinetic field. Everybody's just running through, and the Weaver once more, but Blink Dagger by the Disruptor, as well as protected by the Moonlight Shadow, making the escape possible. But okay, they don't suspect him here on the right side, but now he actually gave the Thunderstrike on the Panda, and there is the glimpse into kinetic field, but he's dodging the arrow by the Mirana. So in the end, yeah, it's just some harass coming out. But oh my god, Epicenter Burrow Strike on the Disruptor, that was a too cocky play. I mean, playing with the Panda here, it had to be punished sooner or later.
Yeah, that was just a very, very easy kill for top 5.
Oh, and look at the Clinks. He wants to go for the Weaver, but like going for the Weaver, there's no point. They need the silence on him, and there, you saw it. Now, the silence is actually coming out, and now the Searing Arrows doing a lot of damage, but Burst Strike onto both are in the cogs, and I mean, this BKB won't help you. Actually, it does. And now, the damage on the Weaver, it has to use time-lapse already, and wow, he's getting the kill, they're getting away with it, but Night Stalker, no. So in the end, make this a 1-for-1, and now Brewmaster also armored with a BKB, but he has no mana for a secondary. No, well, 5 seconds on the Arcane Boots, so just the right clicks would be enough, but they also go for a Burst Strike. Mirana, super low, has to head out, and also the Clinks. I don't know, the Clinks build without Orchid, you just saw the problem of it. Like, they have to get spells to get, I don't know, these Lincolns of Weaver. You saw the Night Stalker was trying it, so get the silence as a second spell so that the Clinks can do something. But yeah, Clinks doing well. I mean, he was in cogs with another guy, and he was just shooting, not caring, with the BKB on. And in the end, it was, I mean, it was a 1-for-1 trade, but it looked really awkward that a perfect Burrow Strike, a perfect cogs, and yet you can't kill those enemies inside them. That's really awkward.
Yeah. What do you believe Clinks' next item will be? Do you think he'll get an Orchid? He has a casual Void Stone.
No, I think this remains casual Void Stone. Like, he has to get damage. He needs a bit more damage. Like, his HP pool after using the Death Pact here, it's already enough. I mean, BKB, the Aquila, I don't know. It's, I mean, I like the casual Void Stone at the start because you really need it. Like, Kling's using your ultimate on cooldown all the time, the Searing Arrows, like Ghostwalk, everything costs a lot of mana as such. But at some point he also won't care, especially when he goes with his team. Do we have... Yeah, we have one Arcane. Do we have a second? No, actually Rubik doesn't have Arcane this time. So
It's
actually
Rubik,
just one mana source. It's not too good actually.
Yeah. Do you agree with the Blink Dagger pickup, or would you have went something else? for
Nah,
Klinks.
the Blink Dagger is absolutely fine. I mean, it worked out so far with him. The only problem is the Blink Dagger is useless when you're caught like this in the cogs, but for this situation, he has at the moment his BKB. It means he can just stand there, doesn't care about the assault. Oh, but here, it actually gets interesting. Panda is the one, like, leading this gank train, and this one is against Mirana, Night Stalker, as well as the two supports, and I think maybe they go for the supports first. Nope, they don't really find anyone here. The Moonlight Shadow is now protecting them. There is no gem. Oh, there is. Now they have the gem. Yeah, the gem is on the Panda. So, but they didn't find anything but the ward. And, yeah, the Disruptor here with his Blink Dagger hiding. I don't know why he's not... Oh my god, this ward. That's the first time I see this ward actually happening. Wow. I love it.
I've never seen that before. That's interesting. Very interesting. I
I
like
love
it.
this ward. It's actually giving quite nice vision here on this lane at least, and the Disruptor with the Blink Dagger, I don't know, this seems to me like a troll pick, but so far it became quite handy in all the situation he has been so far.
Yeah, yeah, it really is.
So yeah, it's definitely looking interesting, but maybe this time, no, he's just blinking away. It's just perfect. Like this burst strike would have been in range after he already like caught up with the Blink Dagger, but in the end. But nah, he's playing too cocky. Now he's going back. I mean, last time he played around with Panda and never make Panda angry. And he actually died for it. Or Klinks. Oh, I missed that one. Klinks getting a super fast kill on the Clockwork. But now, oh, they want more. Night Stalker. Well, a double damage, but it won't actually help you. Or will it? Yeah, he does get actually kill on the Shadow Demon. But now, last hit already flying. And even without Gemini attack of the Weaver, he's going down. So they pay... in the end, a 2-for-1, but it's the Night Stalker for 2 supports. Maybe not the super fast trade, but it's still an advantage for them. And the question is now, do they want more? I mean, we have the Disruptor still going alone. Like, the funny thing is he's all the time pretty much alone, but he doesn't really get farm as well. And now we have Epicenter. Oh my god, and a Burst Strike. This time it hits, so you can't get away. Your Blink Dagger doesn't help you at all, Mr. Disruptor. So Masoko, I just said it already twice, that he's playing very bold and very brave, but all the time alone against 2 Blink Dagger initiations plus invisibility hero. It's just not working. Weaver, Mirana. Now they should see each other. And yeah, Burst Strike on top of it. The Swarm is coming out. Oh, and the hookshot just making sure she's not leaping away. So that's a second kill. Pretty much fed away by Revenge. I don't know, like, last game we saw them so nicely playing together with 5 and everything. But here, I don't know, the Klinks is pretty much on a solo trip. The Rubik now farming the jungle. The Disruptor with his Blink Dagger feels absolutely invincible. Mirana on a scouting mission just dying away. And I don't know, what is the Night Stalker doing? Well, okay, he just paired up here with the Klinks. But it just doesn't look like a team at the moment, just like last game. It was such a easy snowball for them last game, but this time I think they make it harder on themselves as it should be.
Yeah, it's that. I think it's that initiation. They don't really have it this game. Who's your initiator? I guess Night Stalker. He's not that great in my opinion, but
yeah. And the problem is also, like, the longer you wait, I mean, you have a Night Stalker, Klinks, Mirana. Okay, Mirana can transition into more and more damage, of course. So far, it's just the Mjolnirs coming out, which is not bad at all, but this Weaver is gonna be more and more tanky, a lot damage. Like, he will just eat through that support. Now, even the towers, of course, with the Desolator. I mean, here, look, Cardi the Catapult, as well as, of course, the Weaver hitting through the towers. So towers going down. Of course, the Klinks is always split pushing. And this makes him so dangerous, especially in a Blinks build. But I don't know.
We didn't even mention. At least I don't think we did. Klinks got his scythe, so I guess that was what the Void Stone was for.
Yeah.
I like that pickup though.
Yeah, I definitely like it. They definitely need it. Oh, but Clockwork. Yeah, Clockwork just got open on, and there's the Plate May out, but they don't really care. There's not much damage in return. And with the double Starstorm, and wow, okay, he gets away then with the last earned tick whatsoever. But Klinks is also on the hunt, but no, they won't find anything. But with this sheep stake now, it really gets interesting. They want Roshan instead. So 23-20 at the moment, 29th mark. And yeah, D-Magic is coming out, and the Hextech, the first use is on Roshan, like a big piglet. And I don't know, maybe Revenge is starting now. I mean, last time they grouped up around, what, 21, 23 in the last game, and from there on they really made decent plays. Maybe after this Roshan they say like, hey guys, okay, let's stop messing around, let's stop playing with our food, let's just snack them away. And we
Yeah, I think it's time now for, I think Revenge should probably start pushing the tier 2s in mid.
Yep. I mean, it's getting also more and more difficult for both teams to actually find something like pickoffs. The problem is that both teams have a gem. We have one here on the Night Stalker, we have another gem on the Brewmaster. So wherever they go, they pretty much deward everything. I think so far, if I'm not mistaken, the only ward that's existing at the moment on the map is this sentry ward here, which was placed while they were going for the tier 2 tower. Everything else has been dewarded consistently. So both teams playing pretty much blind. Like, there's a small advantage, of course, for the Night Stalker with vision, like in nighttime and everything, but that's pretty much it. And at the moment, well, I think that, well, Sand King, that's a awkward position, of course. He's in a kinetic field, so yeah, but he can anytime burrow strike out. But yeah, it's kind of a standoff. I think both teams know that pretty much the next fight or the next two fights they will decide about the dynamic of this game. And the problem is, oh, what was that? What's that? He just hookshotted.
Wow. Was that an illusion?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's big.
Yeah, hookshot
Wasted
out.
hookshot.
Like, I actually thought this was just a random hookshot because he has Arganis done, but he has not. So we look at a hookshot now on cooldown. Disruptor here, oh my god, he can blink in and out if he wants to. Like, this passage is exactly enough, but they can't even commit to more than just a couple hits on this tier 2 tower because Blinks is already in action, and the problem is, a Blinks with a Scythe device, a Blink Dagger as well as a BKB, if you try to go for him alone, you will just die. There's the Burrow Strike, but he won't care too much. Look at this, tower down, but the problem is, oh my god, Skeleton Walk on cooldown, oh, he's actually going down. So, but at the same time, they pay with the Clockwork for it. So in the end it's a 1-1 trade, but again, small advantage for Revenge, because they get a tier 3 tower on top, and they can repeat this. Like top 5 can't leave or can't commit to anything else if the Blinks is still split pushing. He will get a Rax easily.
Yeah, this Searing arrows just do so much damage to the towers and buildings.
Yep, absolutely. And okay, there's a Night Stalker. Not just Night, also Haste Drone. He's so fast. I mean, he's not even putting his lags on the floor. He's just flying. It looks really hilarious. But when this Haste Drone stops, then he's vulnerable. Like, I mean, he would be still fast, but what they need is either a disruption or, of course, a Burrow Strike. But yeah, now he's rotating back to his jungle. That's probably the wisest choice he can do. But still, both teams very reluctant. I think Revenge, the reason they don't want to fight is because they have the Clinks. I think this Clinks build is absolutely supposed to be really a split push, like baiting top 5 into committing to a tier 2 or to a tier 3, and at the same time Clinks will get something, and if one or two have to commit to defending your base because of the Blinks, then you have a, they have an uphill fight, which means they have to go with 3 versus 4, and maybe even Clinks just going fast back, and suddenly they get the return kills 3 versus 5. So far the strategy kinda worked. The only problem is, I guess, Clinks planned on getting away there while he was split pushing, but yeah, he died, so it's a bit slowing down for Revenge. But now, actually, maybe he's in trouble in mid, but no, he's really fast with the Skeleton Walk up, and yeah, hookshot. He could have tried, I guess, but for that they needed the Panda and somewhere around. He's the gem carrier. Without him, they have no idea.
Clinks almost has his MKB finished, he just needs 40, 10, he has his MKB now, so that's a pretty big pickup.
Yep, and we already have, like, okay, there's the Void and a Silence on the Brewmaster doing some damage, but in the end, they get their tower, and look at it. The Dagger Disruptor being the one who does the split push now, so top 5, they have to go back, but don't use TPs at the moment, just because it's too dangerous. They might get caught out, but Rubik stealing the Chakuchi. Now, is there a go? Yeah, the Clinks is coming in, but the hookshot stunning them, and oh my god, there was a defensive disruption, but the Shadow Demon is paying for it. So 3 down already, and with, look at all the shiny BKBs, like a triple train of BKBs. Now, the problem is time lapse back, and they suddenly, find the Weaver like just running to the side, using the BKB, getting out of here. But of course the damage is done. They get the clings, which is of course good. I mean, he managed to pick up his MKB before that already, and now they're still 4 alive. They're all 4 in the mid. They can capitalize on a tier 2 tower. It is. I mean, the only defender would be, of course, the Sand King, the Veil of Discord. I like it. I mean, sometimes on some teams we see the Aghanim Scepter coming out before the Veil of Discord, but I absolutely like this. And now, okay, Weaver. Yeah, there it is. The Burrow Strike on the Night Stalker, as well as the Veil of Discord. But the funny thing is, at the meantime, just casually, the Shadow Demon is going down. He had no disruption left for himself there. But they want to open on the Disruptor, and now, oh, the right clicks are absolutely enough. So in the end, it's a 1-1 support trade, but, oh, this arrow flying by clock. Yeah, that was hard. Barely missed on that target. But even if, I mean, you would have ended up, what, stunning a Clockwork for 5 seconds, but next to it is a Weaver who's doing a lot of damage now with the Desolator up, as we already seen it, like, for, I don't know, he has it for, like, what, 12, 13, 15 minutes. It was a quite fast Desolator, and so far I'm also not seeing another item coming. I mean, he has like what, 3,800 gold. He has to keep the TP scroll, so selling the TP and keeping the wand is not an option because the Blinks is just too aggressive and split push. So he has to sell the wand, go for what? What is it? That's the question. Crit.
I don't know. I think he could go crit or heart. But I don't know if he needs the HP since he has the BKB, so maybe an MKB, maybe a Daedalus, who knows.
Yep, that might be possible, but now, okay, we see a nice Observer Ward, but this Observer Ward might be just de-warded by the Night Stalker. Oh my god, but Night Stalker is scouting out here the 2, oh my god, the 2 supports, and they're also alone. That means if there's a silence, no, actually they're not alone anymore. So there's 4, but they're still scouting because they lost the gem last time, and actually now they go for it. But Klinks is using instantly the BKB, and oh my god, Brewmaster being hit by that arrow means he doesn't get he doesn't get his ultimate off. So in the end, at the moment, Revenge losing 2, which is a surprise. I mean, they committed everything to that Brewmaster, but like paying with your 2 cores there. I mean, Mirana being now the 3rd one, just running away. That was not really worth it. I actually thought this fight is going their way. Starting so nicely on the Brewmaster, but oh well.
Yeah, I think Revenge is misclick for I think Mihawk used his BKB, Rana. But I think Revenge they're focused on the Brewmaster. I think they need to focus the Weaver because he just keeps right clicking Clinks.
Yeah. No, I mean, but Revenge, I don't know, they were playing around all the time. And I think it's falling back on them. I was talking about it like what, 15 minutes ago, that like being so passive against the Weaver and Brewmaster might, I don't know, might be a bad decision. And oh my god, look at it, Disruptor. Well, he's using his Yule, saving himself there a bit, but the hookshot right after was a perfect setup. Mirana has to leap out there, so easy kill on top of it, and they dish out more and more damage to the tier 2 tower, but oh my god, another same thing happening, and this time he's actually going down. Chikuchi won't help it, but oh, the Sand King really in trouble, but now I think he's going down even with that negative earn charge, but Night Stalker is just making sure. Now he wanted to go for the Shadow Demon, but a nice pickup here, like with the Ghost Scepter, and oh my god, the arrow. It's not landing on anything, but he's still pursuing the Clockwork. I mean, Plate Mail is coming out, but he has no mana for anything. If the cogs were ready, that would have been perfect. The cogs here block him out, but yeah, in the end, he wants more. Look at it. Double damage picked up. He's running. It's still night. Of course, he can still go for something, but now he finds himself already on the other side of the map, and oh my god, there's the D4. Just yeah, the silence is up, but defensive disruption on the Weaver, so he will survive. And the Brewmaster, yeah, with the BKB he can use his ultimate now, and now Moonlight Shadow won't protect you because there is the gem on the Weaver, so Klinks going down again, and yeah, Mirana, you're so dead. Actually, she's not. She's still living, but the problem is the Pandaren Brewlings. Oh my god, them jukes around the trees. Look at it, they won't find her. They look somewhere here. I mean, he's still trying to Chikuchi, but oh, did that creep wave just see him? Maybe, but it's night. I think he might have been on the edge. I mean, this arrow was definitely visible, but they don't even attempt to. So in the end, what a messy fight. I mean, a tier 3 lost, but then chased to the other side of the map without supports, without creeps, without everything, and the gem on the Weaver really screwed them over there. That they didn't expect that. I mean, the Moonlight Shadow was absolutely useless. That this Mirana got out, that was a small miracle.
Yeah, it really was. It's just they keep going. Both teams keep getting picked off by one or two heroes, and then it just goes back and forth. Two heroes dying.
Yep. The problem is also that like the Night Stalker as such, I mean, he doesn't have too much. I mean, his HP source is pretty much everything. Of course, is give him an HP. He has 2,700. Now going for oh my god, they got this easy kill on Disruptor. I actually expected him. Hey, where's your Blink Dagger, Disruptor? More devoting is coming out, but yeah, the AC is the next step here for the Night Stalker. So he actually is then a bit more survivable at the moment. It looks much like 14 armor, but the problem is with the Desolator and everything, he's dying so fast. Plus, of course, like the MKB is out on the Klings, but no MKB on the Mirana yet, no MKB on the Night Stalker, so yeah, that was a nice error here. 5 second stun for the Clockwork, but they can't contest. 3 versus 4, that would be 3 versus 5, like for those who stand outside. They're not even 3, there's just 2. But yeah,
Weaver picked up.
Yeah,
Weaver picked up his MKB too, so.
Who got just his BKB?
Weaver got his MKB, so I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, Weaver got the MKB, but okay.
In the ages. I don't think they would
initiation here on the Night Stalker. Poor guy. Now everybody's just popping their BKBs. The Clockwork is probably, yeah, the Clockwork actually going down, but yeah, Shadow Demon going down as well. The Brewmaster, well, not used his ultimate yet, but the Weaver is cleaning and even gets the last hit on the high ground. Wow, what a massive fight here. It's like so many. Oh my god, and the ultimate here. He can't even use it because he just got stunned by the arrow right after the void. And the Blinks, yeah, mission successful. Split push. He doesn't go for the sheep, he doesn't go for the Shadow Demon down. Actually now he does, but he blinks out. He uses the blink to get out. Problem is, where's the gem? The gem is on the Sand King, so look at it. Wow, he died so fast. I think he didn't have his ultimate buff up there. No, he didn't. So the Weaver, look at his damage. Like at the moment, MKB, as you already pointed out, Desolator, he just melted this pool Klings.
Yeah, and he's almost ready for his another item. I don't know if we'll get another BKB or maybe go for Heart. We'll have to see.
Yep, I don't know. I mean, this will be down to 4 seconds pretty much soon. Now, finally the Mirana. We just saw it here. Yeah, Mirana getting her MKB, which is like needed to get the Panda down. But then again, like the Panda, I mean, last fight even like with all that 4 from back, they just traded 2 kills each pretty much, and then everybody went back. The Panda was pretty much just a lucky pick-off, and he didn't even use his ultimate. So top 5 not fully committing, not even using the ultimate. And the problem also with the ultimate is that now with this heavy damage coming out by Revenge, like the Prulings, they just die pretty fast. So Clockwork, bad idea. Bad idea, you don't want to go in there. Oh, that arrow. That arrow is scouting, but yeah, it's not gonna find anything. It would have maybe hit the Weaver if you would add a bit range on that arrow. So in the end, Revenge is going back after they see that there are like 4 people around here that could easily follow up on whatever is happening. And oh, Mirana, that was a mistake. Look at it. He tried to leap here to the Ancients, but ended up somewhere in the trees. So in the end, a TP out it is. Well, not too bad. Saying hello to good old home Fountain.
There's Disruptor again, chilling right by the enemies.
Yeah, this Disruptor, I don't know, like, I guess, yeah, what he does right now is maybe actually quite useful because he's taking out that creep wave. That means, yeah, top 5 is gonna end up not being able to push against backdoor protection, and the Klings at the same time already doing damage to the tier 3 tower. But the question is, there's rotations. Yeah, Blink Dagger initiation into Burrow Strike, but he's using the BKB, but instant Demonic Purge right after, so he has all those debuffs, and I don't think he can run away. And now with the Weaver, look at it, Geminite attack, 1-2, oh, this time, what a hook shot. Like Icy would say, from downtown. This one was really from downtown, like he came from the side and this was so on spot. It was even after the slow faded from the demonic purge. So for this one you actually had to have good aiming. So the disruptor, well, he kinda interrupted this push bottom by creep skipping, but yeah, they find themselves in a good position to push in here. But the problem is Moonlight Shadow, they already go on the Shadow Demon, so he's dead. Panda going in on the Rubik, as well as using his Shivas, but now all the shiny BKBs pop, so Clockwork being dead already, Shadow Demon being dead, and now they also right click away. They have to get the Weaver, that's the problem, they have to get the Weaver, and Weaver actually, oh my god, yeah, the H's has been popped, and yeah, it's getting too hot for the Brewmaster. He's using his ultimate, that should be enough to get the Disruptor. He's using his Yules, so for now he's getting away. Klinks came back into the fight, so they clean up the Brewlings at the moment, and Weaver actually died by the Mirana, so now it's all about killing that last Brewling really fast. There is an arrow, what? The arrow not connecting, and Panda actually making it out, but oh my god, the Sand King is going for the big plays, but it's not enough to get all of them. That would have been awesome, that would have been a triple kill if the Epicenter would have fully hit it there on, say it, on the Night Stalker as well as the Mirana, but in the end they are just low HP and it's just enough for a disruptor kill. But what a forth and back fight. Getting that Weaver twice down, that was really the key to this fight. So Klinks, he goes back, and maybe even a go on that Panda, because Panda, well, he has a MKB and he has a Hex, so I think he has the means to kill that Panda, but the problem is, yeah, Shadow Demon is already back, then, yeah, and the Clockwork would have been there as well, so that was too hot.
Yeah, I wonder if Weaver does have buyback, so I would probably expect
hook shot.
to see that.
Yeah, the hookshot is missing there, no? Okay, Ghost Scepter, oh, and the Panda actually opening on the Night Stalker, but it's more or less just, oh, that was such a delayed use on that BKB. Like, he thought there's follow-up coming, but in the end, well, good job Panda. I mean, he scared him so much that he used another second charge of his BKB. That means we have a Night Stalker standing now with only a 5 seconds BKB. Pretty much the same situation for the Klinks. For him should be even, yeah, on the minimum now. So you were already talking about like new item on Klinks, etc. Like, if thinking about a new item, it has to be a Black King Bar, because 4 seconds, it's, I don't know, it's just enough to dodge like the initial initiations, magical stuff, disable. Yeah. But then in the fight, if the supports just wait 4 seconds for it, then if they survive that long. Oh, we have this Disruptor is he has the biggest balls on the pitch, I have to say it. Like, just going in randomly. There's 5 heroes, he's just saying hello with the Yule Scepter. I mean, not doing anything. This is trolling on the highest level possible. This Yule Scepter, like the Yule Scepter did not achieve anything there. It was really just saying hello, hi guys, I'm always around you somewhere, blinking away, Yule Sceptering the Sand King, and then not doing anything with it. It's just hilarious.
Yeah, he really does it. He's too funny this game. It's another miss hook.
Yep, oh, but there we have a nice Cogs, but this time this Cogs, it's just nice for revenge because they get an easy kill, and the Clockwork, the Klinks once more, and he actually gets it because, yeah, Shadow Demon going down, so we find the 2 supports, and oh my god, very nice. The Klims and everything's coming out, as well as the Static Storm, so Sand King going down as well, and the Weaver in trouble. He's using time lapse, but he finds himself really low HP even after the time lapse. The Panda ulti, of course, doing quite some damage, but the problem is now the Brewlings, they're just dying. Mirana living on the edge, 185 HP pretty much. The Night Stalker pretty much the same, and now, wow, they get the same kill there on the Weaver, and Weaver buying back, and Night Stalker going down as well, but the Panda, oh my god, Panda eating an arrow, but right after he's getting Yule Sceptered by the Disruptor. More or less a help there as well. And now Klinks, the right click duel. It's not true. Are you kidding me? 25 HP on that Pandaren Brewmaster. Was this the last one uphill miss, or was this? No, he can't. So never mind. So he was just 25 damage short, and the Weaver actually right clicking the Klinks down. But this feels more and more like some trolling. Like that Klinks and that Disruptor, I think they really have a fun game. As in, they enjoy it, and I don't know, but it doesn't look like they're so secure of the win. I mean, top 5 with a good and decent fight here, and the Weaver not dying or something. It definitely looks good for top 5. Then again, he had to buy back in this fight, which means if they fight again in the next, what, 5 minutes, then it's looking bad. If the Weaver's getting focused down, then they have a big problem. That's pretty much a GG. Putting the whole thing into numbers, yeah, revenge. They're really just playing with their food. Over 10k experience advantage, almost over 10k in gold as well, so almost the 12k mark on both crafts.
Yeah, if I was Revenge, I would probably, as soon as Clink spawns, just march down mid, because the top lane's pushing out, and Weaver doesn't have buyback, so...
What's Mirana doing? Again? Look at this! He's again just sitting here, but this time he has no TP whatsoever. Like, is
He's
this a
trying to
secret
jungle.
ancient farming spot?
Yeah.
But I mean, this is weird. Like if there's a fight breaking out somewhere, then what? You find yourself stuck in trees without a TP, without leap available. So I mean, okay, the level 4 leap is just a 18 seconds cooldown. Still, it's 18 seconds. That could always be a decision between life and death.
Yeah, he might, he doesn't have any room for a TP. He seems to never be carrying one, so I guess I'd sell his phase or the drum soon.
Yep, absolutely. And I don't know. It's now there's a pause coming, but without any reason whatsoever. And nobody said anything, no chat whatsoever. I don't know how much tension is there between the teams, but usually when there's a random pause coming out, like you say at least, hey, small pause or something. Lag. Okay, I didn't notice a lag whatsoever, but well, the players, that's a different story.
Yeah, I guess top 5 is getting the lag too.
But yeah, let's see. I mean, we have the time now to look at the item predictions. We were actually right. Like the Weaver is then heading like after the MKB towards a heart. The Reaver is already being picked up, so that's definitely giving him some nice survivability, some HP pool, some regen when he gets out of the fight, and below the 5 seconds before the heart pretty much triggers in. The only problem is with the Weaver, like against this lineup, under normal circumstances, a butterfly would help him a lot, just to get the evasion up. But if you have a team with a Panda and Brewmaster, then everybody's going for the MKBs anyway. So building a butterfly is the greatest nonsense you could ever do. So for him, it's really just stack some HP and just survive those fights. Especially now, if you look at the buybacks, I mean, Night Stalker used his one as well as the Weaver, and everybody else. Well, Klink's buyback will be ready. Like he also has the gold for it, and no one else, like either because of gold or because of the, let's say, the duration of how long you can't buy back, then yeah, Rubik is the only one on the pitch who could buy back. That's why both teams, I don't know, none of them is really looking to fight at the moment. They're not looking to start a fight, pick a fight, whatever.
I think Revenge might end up, they might end up pushing, since they'll probably realize that because Klink's buyback is about to be up, and then Mirana's only 700 gold away, so that's not very much for her. And Disruptor as well will almost have it. So that's 4 heroes for Revenge.
Yeah, but it's risky in my opinion. It's really risky because, as I said, looking at the buybacks and everything, like Klinks would be the first one who has the buyback ready. So just imagine they go for a push, they horribly lose the fight against top 5, which was not the case so far. I mean, they traded forth and back. It was always hard to make out who actually won the last couple fights, but I don't know, Klinks then as the lone defender of the base, I don't think that would be a too good idea, because if Klinks alone, we saw it so far, like they just needed like 2 or 3 to easily kill a Klinks, so he's not really the best defender. He's just really good for the split push, for the direct DPS in the fight with a good setup. And it's also, I don't know, the reason that he didn't do like that great so far is because somehow him and the Night Stalker, sometimes even both together, end up being in the cogs of the clockwork, which was in most cases at least good for top 5. In some cases they also just raped the the clockwork, unfortunately.
Yeah, we saw that multiple times, them getting stuck in the cogs.
Yep, not just being stuck there, just being stuck with your enemy there. Like usually it's you in the cogs and you're like, oh damn it, they shoot from outside, but oh my god, Night Stalker. That would be an awkward position. Oh, there is a random dust coming out against the Moonlight Shadow, but this one is already fading. Is there a hookshot? No, the hookshot. He's like 3rd in the train, and now we have the same problem I've been already talking about. Klinks just split pushing, so top 5, they have to rotate back, and it is Weaver, and it is Shadow Demon, and the rest is coming from the side, so Klinks has to be careful, but he decides to go back to the base, they're really just playing around with them. I mean, Rocket Flare is scouting out what's happening around Roshan, so they definitely know something is going on. Maybe we see Epicenter going in. That would be one possibility. There is a Rocket Flare. Oh god, Rocket Shot, the Hook Shot is coming in. But look, he just finds himself being right-clicked. That's I don't know. This was not worth it. But oh my god, actually he got the kill on Roshan there. But never mind, we have to first cast the team fight. But he actually got Roshan there because the Night Stalker got the Aegis.
Wow.
And he snatched it. But in the end, yeah, SK down as well. The Weaver now being in trouble. There is still the gem here on the Night Stalker, so there's the silence. Oh my god, them crits. Them crits on the Marana. Jesus. And now we have to look at the buybacks. There is only the buyback on, yeah, Disruptor. The one who is also using the Yules now on the Shadow Demon. And he tried to nicely go for a Disruption. Now we Ghost Scepter buying some time. Panda still fighting. He has the ultimate ready. Shivas is out, but now he's silenced. Answering with the BKB, but the last hit on the Glings, come on, do it. GG. GG has been called. But this was really nice, like for all those viewers who, like where it was too fast because the fight was breaking out, like he actually got Roshan with the hook shot, and everybody, or at least some viewers, got nice items there because the Night Stalker picking up the Aegis right after, that was a snatch. So, I mean, in the end this hookshot was a horrible suicide. But it
really was.
Like some gold for the Radiant team.
It really was.
Oh, but what a game. I mean, in the end, Revenge being superior in both games, I have to say. In this game, I think the troll factor was very, very high. Looking at the Disruptor, for example, like sometimes he paid for his insolence, but I don't know, in the end, like, yeah, they just played solid. I think they were well aware of how much advantage they have, and they were just really playing around with top 5 at some point. But I actually thought maybe top 5 is gonna abuse this fact, but yeah, they didn't strike back. In the end, like, the late game definitely on Revenge's side with so many right clicks there, and also like everything built just to counter the Brewmaster. So yeah, very nice fight by Revenge. And either way, we're gonna close. This is gonna be the last game for at least this night, for the CET night. And yeah, we will be back of course tomorrow with not just JDL games, there will also be the BOC games, as well as me probably streaming in German for the TI. And yeah, so there will be a lot of games coming along your way. My name is Heflatv. With me was today the JD admin, Mr. Crosby, the one who was also hosting this game. It was an honor to have you here. Like, I thank everybody for tuning in. Of course, if you like what you hear and see, then of course follow us on Facebook and Twitter, as well as of course here on Twitch. The VODs of this game, I will upload them pretty much in, what, 10 minutes or so, and then depending on the upload time of YouTube, you can see those games in approximately an hour or so. And yep, so if you missed them or you want to share them with your friends, like with your Peruvian friends, and see how Revenge just won, then of course feel free to visit our YouTube as well. Crosby, any last words?
No, it was a pleasure to cast with you, and I just want to say, anyone on Twitter, follow me. It's at Hey Crosby, HeyCrosby, and just shout out to everybody celebrating Memorial Day here in the United States.
Okay, and that being said, guys, we close for tonight. Some ads and some music, and then the stream will be off in approximately 20 minutes. So thanks for tuning in. See ya.